Okay. So this is the paper. So it is asking you to write 3,500 words. You have to write 3,500 words and you have to include the reference list. For the assignment, the reference list is excluded from the word count. So basically the 3,500 words are allocated for the content, not the reference list. It is excluded from the reference list. So in here, in order to do this assignment, first of all, you have to select an organization. Here it is given, you must choose an organization on which base your answer. And now, before doing this exam, you have to select an organization in order to write the answers for these 4 questions. There are 4 questions. So in order to write answers for these 4 questions, you have to write it based on your selected organization. Do not change the name of the organization to question to question. If you have selected the Ceylon Biscuit Limited, that organization, you have to develop answers for all the 4 questions based on that organization, Ceylon Biscuit Limited. Likewise, do not change the name of the organization for question to question. You have to select one organization and write the answers. So the organization you can select as your wish. So choose an organization with which you are familiar. It must be a real organization, and the type of the organization you choose must be relevant to the question. First of all, read the questions, then select the organization. Just go through the questions. First of all, it is asking about an organizational summary. First question is given that critically evaluate the strategic approach adopted by the chosen organization and compare the approach with an alternative. Here. You can select an organization which is doing the commercial business activity. විකුණන්න වෙළඳාම් කරන ඕනම ආයතනයක් ඔයාලට තෝරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාලට ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් ගන්න පුළුවන්, ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් ඇනුවල් රිපෝට්ස් ගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම ඕගනයිසේෂන් එකක් බලලා තෝරගන්න. ඔයාලා ටිකක් දන්න ඕගනයිසේෂන් එකක් නම් ඔයාලා වර්ක් කරන ඕගනයිසේෂන් එකක් නම් ගොඩක් හොඳයි. එතකොට then you have enough information to write. Then it will be easy. So first of all, you have to select an organization and you have to write 250 words regarding the organizational summary. First of all, you have to write about a summary regarding your selected organization. How many words that you have to write in the organization summary? 250. වචන 250ක් ලියන්න ඕනේ organization summary එක ගැන. So in here you have to focus your attention regarding these things. The organization summary should be included by the name of the organization, size of the organization. Basically, you have to mention that whether your selected organization is a large scale organization or small and medium scale organization. Then what are the main markets where it operates? We'll assume if your organization is exporting goods to the other countries, what are the geographical locations? If not, if they do not engage with the international market, if we are doing business activities within our country, what are the geographical areas? What are the main markets it operates? Then what are the examples of the product and services? Now the organization is offering goods and services. Now what are the examples for that? If you are selecting the Ceylon Biscuit Limited, what are the examples of products and services? What are the names of the biscuits that they are providing? මොනවද මේ organization එකක් ඔයාලා තෝරගත්ත මේ organization එක offer කරන products මොනවද? examples ලියන්නේ. images තියනවා නම් කීපයක් add කරලා examples. What are the services that they are offering? අපි healthcare sector එකේ organization එකක් නම් තෝරගත්ත what are the services that they are providing? Then who are the key competitors? අපි HEMAS select කරගත්තොත් who are the key competitors of that organization? HEMAS එකට ඉන්න competitors ලා කවුද? Who are the key competitors? No one, people. කවුද ඉන්නේ key competitors?
Something like Bandex.
Huh?
It was in the sense like
So I'm asking about who are the key competitors of HEMAS. අපි HEMAS ගත්තොත් who are the key competitors? Navaloka, Asiri, and the 9 whales, එයාලා තමයි key competitors. Likewise, your selected organization, you can write who are the key competitors. Then what is the main customer segment? You have to explain about the main customer segment. So including this information, you have to write 250 words to the organization summary. Is it clear?
yes.
Okay, then, so in this paper, except the organizational summary, you have to write only 4 questions. There are 4 questions only. You have to write the answers. Questions 4යි තියෙන්නේ. So basically, when you are answering for each and every question, මේ questions 4ට answers ලියනකොට, you have to now if we take the question number 1, it is asking about critically evaluate the strategic approach adopted by your chosen organization and compare this approach with an alternative. You are required to make reference to recognize theory within your answers. So this question is asking about the strategic approaches. Before writing the answer for this question, you have to read the chapter which explain about the strategic approaches. ඔයාලගේ study guide එකේ strategic approach එක ගැන explain කරලා තියෙනවා. It has provided the theoretical background of the strategic approach and what are the theories relating to them. First of all, read it before writing the answer. A part එක කියවලා then write a brief introduction to the question. Question එකට brief introduction එකක් ලියන්න using 4-5 sentences it is enough. වාක්‍ය 4කින් 5කින් වගේ brief introduction. Then explain about the strategic approaches. Using the study guide, you can explain about the theory relating to the strategic approach. Then explain about the strategic approach adopted by your selected organization. ඔයා select කරගෙන එක explain. Then you have to compare. You have to compare the selected strategic approach or selected organization with an alternative strategic approach. Strategic approaches අපි හිතමු හතරක් ගැන කතා කරලා තියෙනවනේ ඒ හතරෙන් ඔයාගේ selected organization එකට අදාළ strategic approach එක මොකක්ද කියන එක ලියන්න. ඊට පස්සේ then you have to compare with that strategic approach with another alternative strategic approach එකක් compare. Then finally you have to write a conclusion to this question. So basically when you are developing the answer for an question, first of all write an introduction to the question, then explain about the main body. First of all, you have to explain about the strategic approach. What are the strategic approaches available? And what is the strategic approach adopted by your selected organization? Then the comparison. Then the conclusion. There are 5 parts. Introduction, strategic approaches, the strategic approaches adopted by your selected organization, then the comparison, finally write the conclusion. These are the 5 areas you have to focus on when you are building the answer for the question 1. Is it clear? Before writing the answer, it's better read the chapter. There are, I think, maximum 10 pages. Chapter එකකට maximum 10 pages. ඊට වඩා නැහැ. පොඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙන එක කියව. කියව අඳුන ගන්න. මොනවාද strategic approaches ඊට පස්සේ answer එක ලියන්න. They are not expecting the theoretical part. They are expecting how the student has applied the theory into the practical. Theories කොහොමද practically ඔයාලා applicable කරලා තියෙන apply කරලා තියෙන කියලා තමයි they are target කරන්නේ. Then when it comes to the question number 2, it is asking about critically examine your organization's capability to respond to changes in its competitive environment. අපි chapter එකකදී කතා කරා competitive environment එකේ කොහොමද මේ අපි survive වෙන්නේ. Competitive environment එකේ survive වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක කතා කරා. Competitive environment එක analyze කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා කතා කරා. So for this also, first of all write an introduction to the question, then explain about how the organizations should respond to the change, what are the theories affecting to them, then what is the capability of your selected organization to respond the change, how does it happen, then finally the conclusion. හැම වෙලේම අර ඒ process එකටම answer එක build කරන්න. මේ question එකෙන්ම තමයි answer එකට ඕනේ points අඳුන ගන්න. මුලින්ම introduction එකයි අන්තිමට conclusion එකයි. body එක exit වෙන්නේ based on the question. So it is asking about the organization's capability to respond to change in its competitive environment. You have to explain about what are the ways that the organization can respond to the change in the competitive environment. What is your organization's capacity? Then the conclusion. You have to critically analyze. Then question number 3. By applying relevant theory, justify 4 different strategic options. I think the chapter 3 is explaining about the strategic options. For this also, first of all, write a brief introduction to the question, then explain what are the strategic options available to the organizations. What are commonly you can write what are the strategic options available to you. Then among the strategic options, you have to select 4 different strategic options that can be adopted by the organization. Among the strategic options, you can select any 4 different strategic options and explain that these are the organization can adapt to these 4 strategic options. Then finally write the justification. First of all, write the introduction, explain about what are the strategic options available to the organization. Among them, select 4 and explain about the 4 different strategic options. Then finally write the justification. Is it clear?
Yes,
ma'am. Then the final section. It is asking about critically analyze 3 decision-making tools or techniques which might be used in strategic management in your organization. Under the chapter 4, it explains about the decision-making tools. Decision-making tools can explain karanawa chapter 4. So read it and first of all, write the introduction, then explain what are the decision-making tools and techniques available to the organization. Among them, you can select any 3 tools, any 3 techniques that your organization can use. The selection is based on your justification. You can justify these 3 tools can be selected by this organization in order to enhance the performance. Likewise, first of all, the introduction, then explain about the decision-making tools, then explain about 3 decision-making tools. You have to analyze these 3 decision-making tools that your organizational strategic management can use, then the conclusion. That's the way you have to build the answer for the section number 4. Is it clear?
yes,
Okay, so best thing is, first of all, before writing the answer for the question, best thing is read the chapter which is relevant. Read the part, the theoretical part which is relevant to your question, use in your study guide. Then each and every question, there should be a brief introduction as well as a conclusion. So the body of the answer is built based on the question. First of all, explain the theoretical part, then the practical. Practically, how this happen? The applicability of the theory is the next part. තේරුණා? The answers ලියනකොට ඒ format එකට අරන් ලියන්න. ඔයාලා මෙතෙන්දී graph, the annual report information, මේ informations use කරන්න. Images, products ගැන අහන වෙලාවදී ඔයාලගේ organization එකේ තියෙන products මොනවද කියලා briefly පෙන්නන images. Okay?
yeah,
Okay. Then you can work on this exam and you can send the paper to me before 19. Then I can give the feedback for you. If you send the assignment, මට ඔයාලා assignment එක කරලා එවුවොත්, then I can give you the feedback for the assignment. Is it clear?
yeah, yeah.
ඔයාලා assignment එක කරලා exam එක කරලා මට මේ share කරන්න. එතකොට මම ඔයාලට බලලා මේ feedback එකක් දෙන්න.
How will share via in the email, or can you give me your
Yeah.
email?
You can send it via email. The email addresses are shared to the WhatsApp group. There is the email address.
Just share today, no one.
Yeah.
Yes, there I saw that one. මේ ඒ email address එකට share කරන්න. මේ මම එතකොට බලලා ඔයාලට කියන්න. Is it clear? හරි නේද?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. මොන හරි තිබ්බොත් අහන්න ප්‍රශ්න මේ ලියන් යද්දි මොන හරි තිබ්බොත් දැනගන්න ඕන තිබ්බොත් contact කරලා අහන්න. Okay, so good luck for the exam.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm
Okay.
going to send you like in next 5 minutes. I've already done the assignment. So just
Okay,
go
then
through
I
it
can
and let
check.
me. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Okay.
For me, it also need 2 to 3 days. Then I will send you.
Okay. Okay, take your time and do it because the 19th is the submission day. So it's
Yeah.
better we can finalize the assignment at least on 16th or 17th.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Bye,
Thank you very much
okay.
for it. Okay. Bye.
Thank you very much.